Firelight dances in broken reflections off of my wife's bronze armor. The bump in her belly unmistakably growing with every passing week. And as my child grows, so too grows my fondness for a new ideology. Family. 1,400 men now swear themselves to the banner of the Knights of Destiny. Many of whom who were generously donated by my father-in-law, the Lord of House Royce. With my firstborn child soon destined to meet this world screaming and bloodied, so too shall I meet my destiny. Wherever the silver star may shine, wherever its path may lead, I will surely follow. For House Castlyne understands one unmistakable, undeniable truth, that our destiny lies above. Indeed, lads, welcome back to another episode of our Knights of Destiny series right here in Crusader Kings 3, a Game of Thrones mod. There is plenty of work to be done, lads, and much to do here in the lands of Westeros. There was a question people were asking which, bookmark we were playing in, and I think we were playing in the Black Dragon or something like that. I don't remember. King Darren II is alive, and now King Valor, the young prince, is the Lord. I think this is the one with the the black fires. I don't really remember. I do apologize. Either way, lads, we are back here in the lands of Runestone, the lands of our father-in-law, or father-by-law, I suppose, and of course, our lovely wife, the Mistress Daria Royce, who is an absolute badass. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And has been with child for 2 months, which is perfect. So, plenty of work to be done. We can go off and do, some martial skills, protect the innocents. We can train some knights. I don't know how well that's gonna, work out for us, but we can definitely try it. Let's just get to work for the time being, lads. We don't need that. We travel. Yeah, let's go for a balanced approach here. Very nice. So we cleared out a good number of these the tasks over here. That's not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. Let's go over here to what is this? The High Isle. Oh, Witch Isle. Ah, not bad. Can't read. Sorry about that. Oh, my daughter and heir, Miranda Castlyne. I think Miranda's a solid name. Miranda Castlyne. Not bad. I'll take it. Yay! And now we have a daughter, lads. Oh, she's cradled by sickness. No! We cannot allow this. Not my firstborn daughter. That's so sad. Alright, hold on. Do I have a wet nurse? Or somebody who can... I mean, my maester is pretty average. That fucking sucks. Yeah, my poor daughter. She's sickly. It's so sad. Her health is ailing. No. But alas, we must continue on and pray that she gets better. Herbalist. I've procured some poisonous herbs. Orton Linderley. Interesting. To the bridge. Very interesting, lads. Beautiful. Get a lot of shit done here, guys. Nice. And my pavilion has been upgraded, which means we can build proving grounds. That's right. This is what we wanted. Proving grounds being built. Not bad. Alright, while we're here, we do have a sizable roll of patrons in the area. I love it. Lady Osmerae of Witch Isle. Yeah. I can ask for provisions. That's about it. I'd rather have provisions from this guy. Ooh. I'll take 23 gold. Sure, I'll take it. 30 gold. I'll take it. Lord John. 20 gold. I'll take it. 12 gold. I'll take the food. Thanks, buddy. Ooh, 75 gold. Ooh, thanks. I'll take it. I'll take it. 200 gold? Oh, will not accept. -10. Requested a favor recently. I get you. Yeah. I did, in fact, do that, because that's my father-in-law now. Damn it. -10, huh? Wonder if I can send him a gift. 150 for 200 back, that would make sense. So, never mind. Nice. 35 gold. 400. Yeah. For some food. That's perfect. Beautiful. Nice. I have almost 1,000 gold now, just from doing like contracts and doing shit like that. That's pretty cool. Not bad. Not bad. Now my daughter is unfortunately sick. She is ill. I don't know if there's much I can do for her. At least while we're, you know, traveling. And my maester is kind of a dummy-dumb, I guess, for whatever reason. Yeah, he's an average maester. He is a novice physician, though. Yeah. Thief? I hurried to town square as soon as I heard the news. Clifford was caught red-handed stealing from a market stall. Presiding from on high is none other than Lord Robar Royce, who glares at me with a look that could kill. Clifford, by contrast, seems much more pleased to see me from his predicament in the stockade. The penalty for theft in Runestone is, explained Lord Robar, typically a severe lashing. However, I am willing to waive this punishment if an appropriate fine can be paid. 20, huh? Demand a trial by combat is crazy. It's only 20 gold. I'll pay the fine. Clifford, you fool. What were you thinking? You absolute dingus. I can ask him for another contract, huh? Nice. A travel contract. Now I could use this as an opportunity to get some traveling done, right? There we go. Not bad. Start traveling. A knight errant. Make him see reason and join our court. I don't know if it worked. My wife is challenging me to a hunting challenge. Nice. I now have the hunter trait. That's cool. This was fun. Danger. Lance the Outsider. It is known that the Lower Vale people are ardent believers in the faith of the Seven. Do not take kindly to non-believers. Nevertheless, Templeton is our route, so we must pass through. Quickly, though, the village's vengeful eyes set upon us like a wolf prowling its meal. Before we have a chance to react, the local septon descends upon us with a mob of raging fanatics screeching about our alleged heretical beliefs, and demanding we pay atonement for passing through these holy lands. Foolish woman! It's just easier if we pay. I don't give a shit, dude. And y'all forget that we're of the same people. Follower gains the nickname Orin the Miser. Good for you, bud. Beautiful. Now the time has come. A derelict ship, eh? Let's see what's aboard. A trinket. Beautiful. Proving grounds is being completed as well. Beautiful. Oh, and I gained a martial perk for that. Nice. Hell yeah, brother. Very cool. So what we're looking at right now is we're currently going down the diplomacy lifestyle. We are going for heralding, carry the banner of others, make sure yours is known. So I think this was pretty cool, because somebody had asked that we go through our decisions for our traits and everything for the roleplay. That way we can get to know our characters better. But anyway, essentially, Ser Lance Castlyne is in fact not so much obsessed, but he's kind of following this destiny that he feels like he was, you know, he's dreamed about. And part of that is, in fact, seeing like the silver star flying on a banner, or shooting over the sky. And to him, it's kind of like taken root in him as like this symbolism for like, it's not truly a shooting star, it's my banner flying above all others because our destiny lies above and this and that. So the concept of like carry the banner of others and make sure your name is known is pretty important here. Trying to raise ourselves from literally just being a peasant-born Lower Valeman into nobility and everything like that. And as such, we've gone down the August trait and gotten ourselves the August. He is honored as a true ruler worthy of empires of old. So despite the fact that we don't have any titles, we have kind of made a name for ourselves and gotten the trait of being an August. But now that our firstborn child has entered this world, we will be kind of focusing on the patriarch now, trying to get that, a man who is truly dedicated to his family and the prosperity of his house. So right now we have bound by blood, groomed to rule, heart of the family, stuff like that. Yeah, I think this is going to be pretty interesting. But the diplomacy, I don't know if this is going to be a long-lasting tradition, having all of our children and all of our current rulers or heads of House Castlyne follow the diplomacy lifestyle. But for now, this seems like the course of action here, for at least Ser Lance Castlyne. Maritime Trading Handbook. Steward the ship lifestyle. That's cool. I'll take it. A willing follower. Arit Summerby. As my master at arms, I'll take him. Sure, buddy. Danger, a serpent. Interesting. Nice. He's no longer ill. Good for us. And we gained a diplomacy perk. Beautiful, lads. Beautiful. Nice. Each living child gives you 1 random skill point. That's cool. I'll take it. And since I have 1 child, I have 1 skill point. It's kind of random, it says. Now, my daughter is still sickly, which is unfortunate. And there's no decisions to, like, I don't know, send her to get treated or anything like that. So, we're going to take this moment and pray to the old gods. We're going to pray for good health, not for us, but for our children, our child, my daughter. It's so sad, so heartbreaking indeed. Not bad. Alright, let's try being an instructor of knights. I don't think we've ever really succeeded in one of these. Yeah, let's see those men, lads. Lord Giles of Striped Lance. Interesting. I'm gonna train a lord, eh? Yeah, it's 75%. He gets some good traits from us. Learns it on the spot. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, learns it on the spot. Contract completed. Gained 107. That's kick-ass. Good for us. Ah, and there it comes. Alright, I have traveled far and wide, been to places strange and outlandish. The wisdom I have acquired is inimitable. A treasure I find... What? A treasure for any curious and learned soul. You will unlock... What the fuck, dude? Speak English. You will unlock new lifestyle perks or create a book artifact that will increase the lifestyle experience gain for future holders. Every 12 visited points of interest, up to 60, will increase the rewards. Up to 60. My current is 95, which is cool. Now my level of fame is not yet exalted among men. I don't know if that's going to increase the quality of the book at all. Yeah. You gain the Travels of Lance Castlyne artifact. Kick ass, dude. Alright. So, it is an illustrious journal. You will hear of it yourself and you will surely fill you with wonder. And I assure you that the womenfolk buy and sell and do all that is needful for their husbands and households. For the men do not bother themselves about anything but hunting and warfare and falconry. They live on meat and milk and game and on rats, which are abundant everywhere. I speak and speak, but the listener retains only the words he is expecting. It is not the voice that commands the story. It is the ear. Damn, that's a bar right there. It's not the voice that commands the story, it's the ear. So if you, the listener, are not willing to listen, then the story of the speaker has no merit. And that's why this YouTube channel is so important to me. Because I may have a story to tell, but without you guys, you know, my story means nothing. Without the ear of the listener, y'all have all the power here. So, anyway, that's pretty cool. A nice little tie-in to real life. So what will this give us? If you do not fulfill the requirements, monthly prestige equals plus 20. if you fulfill the requirements, is not the artifact creator. Plus 40%. So because I am the artifact creator, because the requirement is that I cannot be the artifact creator to get the 40% lifestyle experience. So in the end, no matter what lifestyle trait our future generations choose to take, they're going to get that plus 40% as long as they have this equipped, which is pretty cool. I like that. This is for stewardship specifically. Still, very cool. Yeah, the people of Wycliffe are organizing a play that imitates old heroic tales. Lord Manfred is desperate to find a chivalrous knight that will satisfy their desires. I think that may be us, so let us travel. Let's get rid of the mercenary guards and be on our way. An awakening. Non-believer. It is nightfall and a man is hard at work when we arrive at the cereal fields south of Harster. He appears to be flattening crops. Oh, that's right. Success. And then he slew a ferocious wolf. That's crazy because we are in fact the wolf slayer. The drums grow louder as I make my way through the stage, trying to remember every play that I've ever watched. With my weapon lifted above my head, I attack the colorful puppet. The head rolls off of the stage and the audience erupts in loud cheering. Sitting on elevated dais, Lord Manfred nods. Very nice. Good job. Bet y'all didn't know, but I am a bit of an actor. Alright, let's go searching through the ruins. We found a sword. Ah, that's pretty cool. Lower Valeman's sword. Kick ass, man. Kick ass. Not bad. Not bad, lads. We've definitely gotten some shit done. If I move the camp to the Eyrie, we'll run out of food, like, right there. It should be fine, though. Hide muscle. Yeah, I think we might go back to the Eyrie. My question is, however, let's see here. Can we... He does not. Okay. I was about to say, we can't purchase lands in Runestone because he does not have any lands to sell. Neither does this guy, a Bronzeguard. Because Bronzeguard is where we were born. So maybe we might take over Bronzeguard. Maybe our child might even do it. You know what I'm saying? That would be pretty interesting. Yeah, imagine we take Bronzeguard, right? We take Bronzeguard and then the city right next to it, right next door, Bronzeley. That's pretty cool. It's our very own, like, King's Landing type deal going on there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, not bad. Now, however, there are some lands up here. I do kind of like this right here, Viernen. Because imagine, like, first of all, we're just super high up. Can't be attacked from this side. The only way up into the mountain is this way. Granted, we would be kind of backed in here. But our castle is tucked in, and we would have so many archer defenses. Like here, we've got a castle here that we can use as well. Like, we would absolutely tear shit up on a defensive, you know, in a defensive strategy here. Up here in Viernen. So, might try and shoot for Viernen. We'll see what happens. I know there is currently a Lord of Viernen, so obviously I don't think that's going to be our best bet. Yeah, he is at war. He doesn't hold 2 or more counties, and his capital is too far away. So apparently not there. There is a war going on, actually. House Royce, Lord Andal Royce. He is my kinsman. He's fighting in a liberty war, and he's losing. I'm going to offer my military assistance and help out my kinsman. Going to raise our men. And I shall be the commander here. Thank you. And we shall be on our way. I want to see if I can't go immediately for, like, the main assault force. Stop them before they finish their siege. Yeah, look at that. They have more soldiers, but we have defensive... We'll be fighting against... Or we'll be fighting with defensive buildings. I see, okay. We have the better army commander, damn straight, more commander traits, and higher quality men. So let's crash in on them. Oh, they fled, the fucking cowards. They left half of their force. Oh, they left half their force behind. Grave news has reached me. Mavis, a commoner from Bloodin, is plotting to kill my knight Humphrey. Mavis, you cold-hearted fiend. How could you? Yeah, we caught the bastards once more. Justice. Justice for my kinsman. Strong Song. Damn, they took Strong Song? How did that happen? Hold on. Title history. Yeah, Lady Mavis Belmore died. And she was wed to Sir Maynard Royce, who gave the title. He's my brother-in-law. Okay, so he didn't take the title, but he gave it to... I see. Okay, so she was the previous title holder. She married a Royce. They had a Royce child. He became the heir apparent. So he now inherits, yeah, the lands of Strongsong. That's interesting. That being said, Strongsong includes the lands of Viernon. So I wonder if I can't get my kinsman to grant me titles within his lands. Yeah, that'd be pretty interesting. Purchase land. Yeah, capital is too far away. We can definitely purchase land from him. There's Klamath Keep here. Strongsong has multiple titles that I'm sure he could pass off here. That'd be pretty interesting. Yeah, we'll definitely have to see what happens. But I'm going to chase down these wounded armies. Make sure they don't rise up again. Yeah, we're going to push them right into my kinsman. Yeah, these guys might be cooked. Oh, and we won. It's beautiful. Paid 172. That's kick-ass. All right, disband my armies. Men, return. And let's skip the Erie. Let's try and make it to Strongsong. Is that something we can do? Move camp. Oh, no, we would run out of food before we get there. All right, so then I'm thinking our best bet would be stop like halfway. We can go to like Iron Oaks. Yeah. Because we've got plenty of... Let's go to Donnersdown. Yeah. We'll go to Donnersdown. We'll stop by the castle holding and purchase some supplies. That'll completely top us off. That's pretty cool. Town Cry might have some activities. Diplomatic dealings, that's cool. I'll take it. Cool. And then, before we continue, let's go to Strongsong. Yeah, see, because they have Strongsong and Bellport. That's pretty cool. Why do they have a port right here on a lake? No clue. Maybe because the lake actually feeds into the river. Can they access the river from the port as well? Maybe? I don't know. That looks kind of like a waterfall. So maybe not. I'm not 100% sure. Who knows? Maybe we can go down. They'd be able to go down and exit through the fingers. So they have access to the sea. It would just take some like handing shit off. Because obviously you can't sail under this bridge, maybe. I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, let's head off to Strongsong and go spend some time in the hospitality of my brother by law. Oh, wife falls pregnant again. Beautiful. I didn't even notice. Kick ass, dude. I'm wishing for a boy. Another, like, steely, gray-haired boy. And obviously I want my daughter to not be sick anymore. That would be fantastic. Please. Ward's Martial Drill. That's right. I forgot that's a trait that I have. I can start to pass off my martial skills to my children. Or to my wards. Not just my children, but wards. Nice. So my wife is pregnant once more. Beautiful. Oh, she's been pregnant for 5 months. How did I not know this? And now we're here in the hospitality of Lord Andar Royce. That's pretty kick-ass. Welcome. Yeah, Maynard Royce. Can I offer you knighthood? Offer knight tutelage. Me being the knight. Oh, Brennan flattery? I guess not. What about this kid? Oh, he's not... Is he not old enough? Oh, he's not old enough. He's only 6. Understood. Understood. Yeah, understood. That's interesting, though. I would love to be able to help raise Maynard Royce. Darren Royce. He's already a knight. That's cool. And he's wed to a Dornish woman. For I've tasted the Dornishman's wife, I have. I've tasted the Dornishman's wife. Ah, Brennan Flattery. Got it. Come no closer. House Flattery. Interesting. Elsa Royce. Ah, so they are betrothed. So the eldest daughter of Lord Andar is betrothed patrilineally to Brendan Flattery. Now I can have 2 squires, so maybe I'll take on Brendan Flattery and train him up so he's a suitable, you know, what's it called? A suitable match for the fair Lady Elsa. I think I would be okay with that. Training the kid. Bring his ass with me. Is he with me? Oh no, I'm just training him, I guess. That's fine. Time to train my squire. We're gonna train him in... Where does he need the most help? Chivalry. Nice. Excellent. Good job, kid. Proud of you. But because he's not my ward, I don't think I can pass off any of my commander traits, which is totally fine. Either way, I'm actually going to pin this guy. I would love to try and make friends with him. Very easy to make friends. Cool. So I'm going to sway him to like me a little bit more. I can purchase land. So he's got Topperpool available. Where is Topperpool at? Where's Topperpool? Oh, Topperpool. Okay. Ah, so it's on the other side of Viernon. That's pretty interesting, lads. Pretty interesting. Alright, so let's see what would happen. Let's see what it would take for us. Oh, he would just give it to us for 400. That's pretty dope. Pay double and he'll like us more. Nah, I think that's fine. I would like to hold off for now, just so we can kind of secure more of a legacy for ourselves before we really land ourselves. Maybe we become a Knight of the Falcon. All we need to hit now is Exalted Among Men, so we're like right there. Yeah, we're right there. Because then we can become... Ooh. Legacy of Castlyne. Through the years, my humble camp has grown in size and spirit. With each task we complete, our bond to this land and its people strengthens. Our deeds are sung in taverns, and our names are whispered in the dark, as it will for generations to come. You will no longer be able to accept criminal contracts. If any adventurer from House Castlyne becomes a ruler, they will gain 300 legitimacy. For each follower they had, they will gain 25 levies. Adventurer Bloodline. That's pretty cool. Pavilion building is at level 4. 22 out of 50 non-criminal contracts. Interesting. I kind of want to go for the Legacy of Castlyne. For the Knights of Destiny. So we'll become like legendary adventurers before settling down. Becoming a Knight of the Falcon. We're at 22 out of 50, so we're just shy of halfway there. Hold on. Let me see this one more time. Non-criminal. Okay, I thought that said non-contact or non-combat. I was like, well, that fucking sucks. My pavilion building is not leveled up the way I need it to be. It's at level 3. I don't know why it says it's only at 4. Or only at 1. That's weird. So let me go ahead and upgrade this. That'll take 13 months. Interesting. So we're getting some shit done here, guys. That's pretty cool. I like it so far. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do some more quests then. And get ourselves to at least halfway. We're going to continue to do balanced tasks here. I will accept this ransom. Totally fine. Plenty in common. Marigold Marston and Sir Oren the Miser. Good for them. I'm not going to try and encourage them. I don't give a shit. Y'all do what you gotta do. Or whatever. Amateur architecture. Yeah, let's go for a balanced approach here. Oh my goodness. It's just what I asked for. A silverhead Colin Castlyne. I think Colin is a kick-ass name too. Colin Castlyne. Solid. Colin, son of Lance of House Castlyne. Quick and hail. Educate child shall be me. Hell yeah, my boy. My son and heir. My firstborn son. Fuck yeah, brother. Imprison him for no reason. That's pretty cool. Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome. I now have 2 children, and one of them, my son and heir, is a steely-haired Colin Castlyne. That's fucking kick-ass. Ooh. Hostile following. Rollin and Arnold are feuding over their differences. Oh, you bastards. Get over yourselves. We're all insignificant. No, I'm just kidding. That was kind of mean. Sorry. Lines about legacy. Lady Sorala Shannon of Jackalrune. Interesting. Forgiveness without wanting. That captain of the Knights of Destiny. The mightiest men must leave this earth. In hope of good words there is no dearth. And when their final hour nears, hope shall they, their name brings cheers. Indeed, I do hope my name brings cheers. That's what I'm striving for, my lady. Get out of here. I keep clicking the X and it wouldn't go away. Seize the moment. Beautiful. Great job, guys. Let's go and regale the court. Fuck it, lads. Lord Artis. That's a good name, too. I like Artis. Let's go for... Wrestle for it. My wife. I wrestle her into submission. Nice. Stories and glories. Dinner at Lord Artis' court is an ideal time to impress his courtiers with my dashing escapades. The happier they are, the fatter my purse is likely to be. Of course, this calls less for subtle wit and more for stories of grand endeavors, replete with heroism and villainy, accurately or otherwise. Does my reputation not speak for itself? 60% because of my level of fame. It doesn't, apparently. Doubtful stories, he says. Fuck off, dickhead. He doesn't know what he's talking about. My wife falls pregnant again. 3 children, holy shit. Miranda Castlyne's intrigue increased by 1. Nice. That's from the Groom to Rule skill. Oh, she's no longer sickly. Fuck yes, dude. Awesome. Yeah, that's kick-ass. Very freaking nice. Let's go hunt down some criminals. There's some shit that we gotta do, and I feel like, killing some bad guys. How about the Ogre? Oregon. 15 martial, 22 prowess. I'm obviously better. This'll work just like it does in the legends, right? Oregon. I'll show you how I couch a spear. Nice. Goodbye, Oregon. The depraved. Nice. Follow his heart. Alona. 63. Not my problem. Sorry, buddy. As much as I would like to help, we're actually not making that much money anymore. But that's because we've moved away from all of our fucking courtiers. Or all of our patrons. Now we can find gold. Men-at-arms, huh? Won't accept. I already have 800 plus. That makes sense. I don't want 14 gold. And I don't think... Oh, I could ask for a grand tournament. Of Halcott. Interesting. Let's move on. See who's got more to offer. 24 gold here. Sure. And as for this guy, let's go for a tournament. We'll go for the tournament and see what's what. Diplomacy pack. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, we're going to go for befriend. I wonder if I can't befriend Lord Andar. Challenge to a board game. That is my befriend here. Will not accept. Yeah. Difference in faith, difference in military strength. That makes sense. I can't be mad at that, I don't think. But let's go back and check on our major decisions. The Legacy of Castlyne. Cool. Okay, Pavilion building is at level 4. 5 people in my role of patrons. Have at least 15 followers. Damn, I need all of these? You have completed 20. Yeah, I need 50 total non-criminal contracts. My level of fame needs to be exalted among men. So I'm right on the cusp of that. Wherever this tournament pops up, there we go, will surely set us up for success, I think. So, let's get a move on. Nice. I'm close to being able to participate in the tourney. Watch our opponents learn their weaknesses. I wanted to say Destiny above. Yeah, on my infantryman spear. Motto inscription gives me increased prestige, making it deadlier. Sharpen the blade. Gives me +1 to prowess. Make it deadlier. Nice. Oh, the king himself. Holy shit. Humphrey and 2 of my other knights. That's awesome. Contestants circle the lists on horseback, valets holding their arms aloft as the herald announces the contest's commencement. Jesus, sorry. Imagine if I had a lisp saying that. Contest's commencement. Jesus. The joust qualifiers have come to an end, and it's clear who will be put forward for the quarterfinals as it stands. For my first bout, I have been paired against my fellow contestant, King Valor, the young prince. He likes us a lot, too, which is pretty cool. Interesting. I am ready. Sabotage? No, I will not be sabotaging anybody. Ooh, I could offer him a lance. But I am compassionate. Ooh. Fuck it. It's for the roleplay. Offering him a lance is absolutely something that he would do. That's why I made him compassionate in the first place. And what kind of example would we be setting for our son and our daughter? And, you know, it wouldn't be a terrible thing for us to, you know, make friends with the king of the Iron Throne. After all, Prince Aenar is a handsome-looking motherfucker. That's pretty cool. Oh, he's possessed. That's terrible. 75%. 73. I think I saw a tell and a prior pass. Martial and prowess, or I can level my diplomacy against him. He's got 54 prowess. His diplomacy is only 18, so if I hit him with a diplomacy challenge, I might be able to win it. Oh, I fucking win it! I unhorsed King Valor Targaryen in the first of the... That's absolutely insane. That is insane. Hell yeah, dude. That's kick-ass. Victory is mine. Oh no. So Major Tully has unseated Humphrey. Not my favorite knight, to be honest. That's kind of a shitty thing to say. How's pace? I can do this. Trouble afoot. Oh no. Ooh, I push away the usual nervousness before a joust by busying myself checking and rechecking my various equipment. As I do so, however, I become aware of a presence beside me. My opponent Jason is curiously on foot. Sword resting on his shoulder, he leans forward to speak in a somewhat conspiratorial tone. Lance, how would you like to stretch your legs with me? He booms in response to my nonplussed expression. He laughs and points at the ground. How about we do this round on foot, eh? A small break to give the crowd something different. Interesting. He wants to duel it out, huh? It matters not to me how I beat you. 99%. You vanquish Jason with the blade. Kick-ass, dude. The banners flicker and flap in the breeze, stealing away the crowd's breath for a moment as I curb my horse. I hoist my lance as the previous events of the contest play back through my mind. It is time for one final pass. It all comes down to this. 77%. Yeah, I've got him beat in both ways. 77% though. Yeah. Let's go. That's pretty kick-ass, man. Not bad. We've become a pretty powerful tourney knight. Lord Paramount Medja was unhorsed by Lord Paramount the Laughing Storm. Or Lionel, sorry. Lionel the Laughing Storm of House Baratheon. Oh, shit. Oh, I would have to use diplomacy on his. I can do this. Gashed. Go to the mark. Couch the lance. Rest back upon the saddle. Wait for the signal. Lean forward and aim. The sequence of jousting is almost mechanical to me by now. But as the twin impacts shudder through me, a sharp, searing pain flares along my arm. Blood flows freely from a livid bicep wound, my opponent Lionel's lance having sliced viciously along my upper arm. It is a grave wound. Nobody would accuse me of cowardice for dropping out, and indeed several concerned valets are insisting I do just that. I don't know, lads. I'm made of sterner stuff than that. My son! I have another son. Little bronze-haired boy. He needs a solid, like, Royce name. We can name him after, a family member. Robar. I want Andar. I skipped right over it. Give me Andar again, please. Yeah, Andar Castlyne. Kick ass, dude. Alright, 75%, 75%. I'm gonna go for the diplomacy challenge. Yeah, because he's got me beat in both martial and in prowess. So I'm gonna go for diplomacy. Let's fucking go. Lost the trait wounded. Oh, and it's beautiful. Victory, lads. Hell yeah. After many trials, some tribulations, and above all else, some truly spirited competition, Captain Lance beat Lord Paramount Lionel in the final. Yeah, Lance is our winner. That's kick-ass, dude. Well deserved, I think. Not bad. Cool. You out here getting shit done, guys. That's pretty cool. The red coin. Ooh. I'm making my way back from the privy, winding my way between two tents, only for a hand to be clapped firmly across my mouth from behind. Be quiet when I let you speak. Can you do that? My muffled acquiescence satisfies the voice, and I spin on my heels to find a stranger in unusual garb. A small item is instantly pressed into my hand. I need this to be looked after. It is of great importance to me. I shall return for it. If I do not... A strangely weary smile flits across the stranger's mouth. Then consider it my gift to you. I look down. Nestled within my palm is a golden but curiously red coin. It lies there dully, somewhat warm to the touch. Geron. He's a Riverlander. Faith of the Seven, and an elusive shadow. I will keep this for you. The only reason I'm doing it is because he's shown, obviously, that he doesn't mean me harm, that he doesn't seek to harm anybody else. That way I can feign my innocence, or not even feigning innocence, like I truly am innocent of any misdeeds that he, in fact, you know, concocts or whatever. And it's just a singular coin. Like, for all I know, that's all it is. So... I don't know. It's pretty interesting. We'll see what happens. Melee contest begins. A clear divide has been drawn between the two teams. Nice. Lord Commander Ronald, the Storm of Baratheon. Ronald Baratheon is a Lord Commander of the Kingsguard. That's crazy. Nice. My team is sure to defeat Lord Maslin's band of brigands. Oh, it's my team, huh? I have my own team, eh? That's interesting. My fallen blade. Ah, my weapon! The weapon is kicked further away. That's unfortunate. The high ground. Settle this fairly on foot, eh? Increases moderately. Let's try it. I prevail in the duel. Nice. 77%. Yeah, let's go martial and diplomacy. One more push. Did we win? Holy shit. Oh, we fucking won in the melee contest. That's kick-ass, dude. Hell yeah, brother. Captain Lance's team beat Lord Maslin's in the contest. Tournament conclusion. We gained a prize brooch. And obviously we got something else, didn't we? Champion, Jouster, Melee Victor. On some prize armor. That's kick-ass, dude. Our Lord Andar is not swayed. That's alright. Why did we... What the hell? Why did our cursor move us all the way up north? Nice. 2 prowess and 3 captain effectiveness. Yeah. Where did my... Oh, I was about to say my spear. My spear disappeared. What the hell? I'm actually mad at myself that I said that. Oh, that was a Viernan lad. Ah, Lord Lerold of Viernan. Interesting. Without friends or protection. The Knight of the Falcon. I am interrupted from my stroll near the supply tent by the approach of a nervous stranger, a man who introduces himself as Meko, and is clearly alien to Strongsong as I am. Lord, I find myself ill at ease in these lands, and I had hoped that so worldly a man as yourself might prove willing to take in a homeless disciple. The Prince's Mercies. Interesting. Begone, vagabonds! No, I'm just kidding. Meko, eh? Sure. Can never have too many friends, am I right? But anyway, Knight of the Falcon. Yeah, very nice. We finally hit Exalted Among Men, which means we need just one more. We need, 24 non-criminal contracts. That's kick-ass. Knight of the Falcon. The best of his kind. The Knight of the Falcon. The most noble of his kind, my dear Daria's voice is followed by a gentle kiss on my shoulder. They are telling senseless stories about you in the camp. She leans over to whisper. They say that you once crossed a bridge made of swords, that you entered an enchanted forest where you rescued a fair woman. What a marvelous falcon gave you its miraculous coat. That's interesting. And I still have not helped enough. Very nice. So we are now a knight errant. We have the golden coat of the falcon. We have a crown. Crayon? Hello? We have a crown. Forgot about that too. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, not bad. I don't think we need to become a great conqueror in this one. We did that once with Jon Snow. So I think we're good here. Yeah, I think our next best course is to try and complete Legacy of Castlyne. Nice. So part of me wants to switch it out to this helmet because we're Knight of the Falcon, which I think is pretty cool. However, I know that if we change the helmet like that, it's not going to take the helmet away if we're ever out of armor. So we would have to change it by default every time. Either way, I think that's pretty kick-ass. Now there are a few additional contracts we can take on here. I would like to try and... Oh my god, what happened to you? He's uncouth. What in the Mad King is happening here? Anyway, this kid... He's 8. I don't think he's, Yeah, he's not old enough yet, is he? Yeah. Either way, I wonder if we can't, befriend him. We've swayed him enough, I think. So we can abandon this. Let's see if we can't befriend him. Let's see if we can't become friends. I know y'all are already... I can already hear it in the comment section, but, like, I keep calling him my kinsman. I know he's not my kin, alright? I know he's a distant relative of my wife. That does not make us kin. Either way, I understand, okay? I promise, I swear I do. Anyway, let's move on. Nice. Lord Harold is fighting against a peasant revolt. He needs help putting down the peasantry, eh? Sure. Shall raise our armies. What the fuck? That scared me. I was not prepared for that. Kindred minds. Scheme successful. Nice. We become friends, me and the Lord Andar. Nice. We shall raise our men. They have 3,000 peasants. We're gonna crash in on them with half our number. Though not every place welcomes a camp such as ours, it seems that Strongsong certainly does, or at least Delane has made it look like it does. Organizing an impromptu fair to trade goods and train my followers of their coin. Cynical? Perhaps, but it's hard to deny with what a smile it puts on the faces of most, and sometimes that's enough. A welcome surprise. Perhaps Delane would like a job. Pick up some provisions while we're here. No, what a welcome surprise. Loyalty or fear? As their captain, my followers owe me their allegiance. My word is law. But how much obedience How much is obedience without devotion worth? No. Fear? Fuck no. Loyalty. Loyalty only. Alright, we're gonna crash in on them. Nice. Nice. There's a few contracts. Let's clear out a couple more of these. We'll probably end the episode pretty soon. And then see how much more progress we need to make until we get the legacy of House Castlyne. Oh, another stand with us contract. Perfect. 2 stars. Lord Andar. Perfect. Yeah. Oh, he lost Uncouth. Interesting. Draw on with the righteous. We'll take the contract. Yeah, we're gonna fight against what's it called? House Viennan once more. Nice. The commander should be me, obviously. I think our character looks pretty kick-ass. We've had some really good-looking characters before, but I think this one's by far one of my favorites. Oh no, my father-in-law. He's dead. That's right, Lord Maynard Royce. Oh, he's an architect. And he's a widow. That's unfortunate. Sorry, dude. And then his son. Ooh, his primary heir is going to inherit Strongsong and Runestone. And all of this over here. That is interesting. And this over here. Holy shit. Yeah, the Royces are clearly one of the better houses of the Vale, in my opinion. I don't know why it took me so goddamn long to become a fan of House Royce. And I do apologize for that, because these guys are cool as fuck. Too far away. Okay. Interesting. Can I send him a gift? Nah. I mean, he already likes us. Paragon of Virtue. We're a Paragon of Virtue? Fuck yeah, dude. I didn't even notice. That's pretty kick-ass. But yeah, I kind of like the route that we've taken so far. In becoming allies with House Royce and everything like that, so. Alright, let's crash in on these lads. Oh, Perez died. Groom to rule. Colin Castlyne's intrigue increased by 3 points. That's insane. Nice. So my boy Colin, 3 years old. He's charming, which makes him really good in diplomacy. That's awesome. Yeah, so we're gonna make sure he gets a proper diplomatic education here. My daughter Miranda is also charming. We'll make her diplomacy focused as well. And then my boy and Castlyne. I'm actually gonna educate this kid. Hold on. I'll set my daughter to be educated by her mother. Yeah. Where is her mother? Mistress Daria. Why can she not? Oh, she's in an army. Okay. Okay. After. Oh, did I not? Oh, whoops. I didn't join the fight. There we go. Nice. Okay, so Viennan keeps acting up against my kinsmen. And again, I know they're not kinsmen of mine, but I'm going to keep saying it. Oh, was that it? Oh, that's a... Aha. Got it. Okay, never mind. I get it. But yeah, I keep saying kinsmen. I know we're not kinsmen, but I'm going to keep saying it because we're close enough now that I think it really doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I can say kinsmen without clearly trying to say, yeah, look at this. Fuck yeah, dude. Pays 75. I'll take it. Disband. He's still, it still says he looks uncouth, even though he lost the uncouth trait. So, that's pretty interesting, I think. Yeah. Pretty interesting. Alright, so my daughter shall be educated by her mother. Where is her mother? Aha, her Mistress Daria. She doesn't have the best diplomacy, but I think she can learn a thing or two from her mom. That being said, my boy Andar will be educated by me. Perfect. Nice. Brendan Flattery. Let's train him. We'll train him in swordsmanship and see what's what. Perfect. Good job, dude. Nice. And now Maynard Royce can also be trained as a squire. Can I offer him knighthood? He's not there yet, huh? Excellent. I don't want to sway him. That's not what I meant to do. I don't think he's there yet, right? No. He still needs some additional squiring, to be sure. My boy is only 3, so he's still got some time until he's able to be knighted. So that's pretty good. Alright, so we're at 29 out of 50 contracts before we can gain the legacy of House Castlyne, which is really freaking cool. We're actually making some incredible progress, especially for this episode. And I think the Royces are definitely the house that I want to stick close to, because once Lord Maynard Royce dies, our friend Andar is going to take over all of these lands, including Strong Song. And, yeah, because he's going to inherit Strong Song, Runestone, yeah, and the High Lordship of Runestone. Ah, the Drainlands. Okay. I see. But he just happens to hold other titles as well. That's interesting. Yeah, okay. Anyway, once he inherits Runestone, he's gonna have just a massive chunk of territory to his name. So I wanna get to a point where we can purchase Topperpool from him. And then if/when we end up gaining the lands of Topperpool, y'all let us know what kind of if we should change the name of our lordship. I'm not entirely sure what we could name it. I don't want to name it just like after ourselves, like the lands of Castlyne, of House Castlyne. But yeah, y'all think of something I think would be pretty interesting. But either way, lads, we are going to leave this episode off here. So without further ado, always remember, honor in service, glory in sacrifice, and destiny above. And I, Captain Lance, Ser Lance the Wolfslayer of House Castlyne, will see you in the battles ahead. Goodbye, my Knights of Destiny.